So we're going to start by coming to lie down on your back. And as you lie down on your back, think about finding a little bit of length in the neck as you take a gentle tuck of the chin in towards the chest. And then take a bend in the knees, bringing the soles of the feet onto the floor. Take an inhale and reach the arms overhead. And just allow the arms to come and rest down on the mat. Wiggle into the shoulders a little. And if it feels uncomfortable in your arms to have them overhead, maybe you take a little cactus in the arms, or you might even just take a block or a pillow and prop the arms up so they're just a little bit higher, especially if you get any tightness or pinching around the shoulders. And then once here, just begin to allow the eyes to close. And as you allow the eyes to close, just feel where you are in your body. Feel the soles of the feet on the floor. And feel where the weight of your lower back meets the floor. Notice the gentle curve of the spine as you begin to travel from your hips all the way up to where your spine meets the ground once again, around the ribs and around the shoulders. Traveling a little further along the spine until you get that little natural arch in the neck, creating space between the shoulders and the very back of the head, the occiput. And just beginning to allow yourself to scan your body and noticing any areas where you feel any tension or tightness in your body. And if you do have any ongoing injuries or just something that isn't shifting, be kind with yourself throughout your practice. Use props, blocks, books, something that might lift up the floor towards you if you can't quite bring your hands flat to the floor. Use your walls, your furniture in your house to help get your body into where it needs to be without really causing yourself any injuries, any damage. If you need to modify movements, then do so. If it's a plank pose, bring the knees to the floor, take a low plank. If it's a side plank, take the bottom knee to the floor and create a modified side plank. Downward facing dog might be your tabletop. And beginning to take a long, slow breath in through the nose. And a full, steady exhale. Long breath in through the nose. And this time as you take your breath in through the nose, allow the spine to arch a little more. On the exhale, squeeze the mid-spine all the way down into the ground. As you squeeze the mid-spine into the ground, think about pulling your belly button to the earth. Long inhale, allow the arch in the spine to happen. Maybe even over-exaggerate the arch as you lift your belly and lift your ribs. Exhaling, flattening the curve of the spine all the way down into the ground. Beginning to work on pulling your belly button to the floor. And maybe adding in that little tilt of the hip bones towards the ribs to flatten out the spine. Inhaling, arching the spine. Mid-spine lifts, rib cage lifts. Exhale, flatten the spine onto the mat. Squeeze the belly button towards the floor. Take that little hip tilt. And then beginning to work on keeping the spine nice and flat on the floor. Inhale, lift the feet and bring the knees so they're in line with the hips. Keep working on the flattening of the curve in the spine by pulling the belly button to the ground. Take that little curl lips towards the ribs. Breath and to the floor. Long inhale, curving the spine, rib cage lift. Exhale, flattening out the spine on the mat. Inhale, knees lift And as you exhale, take the feet towards the sky. At the same time, checking on where your back is. Keep flattening out the mid-spine to the floor. Take in a breath. Exhale, bend in the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Inhale, curve the spine, ribcage lifts. Exhale, flattening the spine to the floor. Bring the knees in line with the hips and reach the toes all the way up towards the sky. Keep the mid-spine nice and flat here on the floor, pulling the belly button towards the ground. And as you inhale, begin to reach the arms forward of the shoulders. Exhale, lift the head, lift the shoulders off the floor. Keep that little bit of pushing down of the mid-spine onto the mat. Take in a breath. Exhale, bend hands and feet to the floor. Inhale, arch the spine, belly lifts, ribs lift. Exhale, flattening the mid-spine on the floor, bring the knees in line with hips, and slowly begin to take those toes all the way up to the sky. Mid-spine stays nice and firmly pressing into the floor, and begin to reach the arms forward. Inhale, lift the head, lift the shoulders, mid-spine still connected to the floor. Sometimes it can help to put a little bit of a strap underneath your back so you've got something to actively push your spine into. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, take the left hand, cross it to the outside edge of your right leg, and then begin to take the left heel towards the floor. Now on the floor, the right arm reaches back behind you. Keep the flattening of the mid-spine on the floor. Inhale, left foot meets right. Exhale, both hands, both feet to the floor. Inhale, arching the spine. Exhale, flatten the mid-spine to the floor. Really press the spine into the ground. Again, if you have a strap underneath you, push into the strap and get that little feedback of the flattening out here of the spine. Inhale, knees lift in line with shoulders, feet to the sky. Exhale, and arms reaching forward. Flatten down the spine. Really draw the belly button in towards the spine. Inhale, head and shoulders lift away from the floor. Exhale, cross the right hand over to the outside edge of the left leg and begin to lower the right heel towards the floor, not on the floor, the left arm all the way out behind you. Keep the flattening of the spine on the floor. It's really difficult, but keep working on pulling the belly button all the way in towards the spine. Inhale, right foot meets left. Exhale, both arms, both feet to the floor. Long inhale, arching through the spine. Exhale, flattening the mid-spine to the floor. Push into your strap if you've decided to use one. Lift the knees, reach the toes towards the sky. Beginning to reach the arms up towards the sky. Take an inhale, lift the head and shoulders. Exhale, left hand outside, right thigh. Beginning to lower the left heel to the floor, the right arm towards the ground, mid-spine pressing into the floor. Long breath in. Exhale, meets right. Both feet to the floor. Inhale, belly lifts, arching through the spine. Exhale, flattening the spine to the floor. Lift the feet and knees in line with hips. Reach the toes to the sky, reach the arms to the sky. Inhale, head and shoulders lift off the floor. Right arm reaches towards outside edge of left leg. Lower the right heel, the left arm towards the floor. Keep flattening the spine against the mat. Long breath in. Exhale, both hands, both feet to the floor. You should be feeling those tummy muscles beginning to burn a little bit, even around the sides of the body, into your rib cage as you begin to connect the whole spine to the floor. Take in a breath. And as you exhale, lower both knees to the right side of your mat. Keep the shoulders connected to the floor. Inhale, both knees come all the way back to center. And exhale, lower the knees to the left. Inhale, both knees through center. Exhale, both knees lower to the right. Inhale, knees through center. Exhale, and knees to the left. Inhale, come back through center. And as you exhale, take the left foot into the middle of the mat and cross the right knee tightly over the left. Take a breath. Exhale, keep the cross in the knees as you lower the knees over towards the right. Beginning to work on feeling more of a stretch around the left outer hip. Maybe into the low back a little bit. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale and cross the legs. Take the left knee, cross it tightly over the right. Long breath in. Exhale, both knees lower to the left. Keeping the shoulders connected to the floor. Feel the stretch around the right hip. Inhale, center. Exhale, left foot to the floor. Cross, right knee over left. Tighten up the cross, long breath in. Exhale, both knees lower all the way over towards the right. Feeling the stretch around the left outer hip. Maybe it's even into the hip bone. Inhale, center. Exhale, right foot to the floor. Inhale, cross, left knee over right. Exhale, lower both knees all the way down towards the left. Keeping the shoulders and the head on the floor. Feel the stretch around the right hip bone down through the outer right thigh. Inhale, come through center. And exhale, release the left foot to the floor. And then slide the legs all the way down to the bottom of the mat. And from here, roll onto your front. And as you come onto your front, just allow the body to come all the way down onto the ground. Take a bend in the elbows and take the elbows nice and wide, bringing the hands in line with your elbows. And as you inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest. Exhale, lower back down to the ground. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest. Exhale, lower to the ground. Beginning to bring the elbows in towards the middle of the mat. Take an inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest. Exhale, slide the elbows wide, lower the chin and chest all the way down onto the ground. Inhale, lifting chin and chest, elbows under shoulders. Exhale, slide the elbows wide, chin and chest to the floor. Inhale, elbows under shoulders, lift the chin, lift the chest. Exhale, lowering the chin all the way to the floor as you slide the elbows apart. If it begins to feel too much on the back, then just keep the elbows nice and wide and work on just that little lift of the chin and the chest. Inhale, bring the elbows under the shoulders, lift the chin and chest. Exhale, pressing the belly in towards the ground. With the next breath, begin to bend the right knee. And as you inhale, begin to lift the right thigh all the way up towards the sky. If it's too much on your back to have your elbows on the floor, just come back down to this lower version with the elbows out wide. Take in a breath. Exhale, lower the right knee to the floor, the right toes to the floor. Inhale, bend the left knee. Exhale, lift the left thigh towards the sky. Maybe you stay here with the elbows out wide, or maybe you come into the elbows under the shoulders version. Long inhale, lift the thigh a little higher. Exhale, releasing the left knee, left toes to the floor. Inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale, lift the right thigh all the way up towards the sky. From here, you might even lift the elbows off the floor to add in a little bit more of a back bend. Take in a breath. Exhale, release, right thigh, right toes to the floor. Inhale, bend the left knee. Exhale, left knee reaches up towards the sky. Stay here. Keep the arms wide, or possibly you want to come up the elbows and lift the chest. Take a breath. Exhale, lower the body all the way down onto the ground. Keep the left arm bent and slide the right arm out towards the sides. And from here, just turn onto your right side. So you stack the hips, left hip over right, left foot on right. Let your head rest on the floor, or maybe you need a pillow to rest your head. And we're really working on this right shoulder here, putting a little bit of pressure on the shoulder as we roll on our sides. Lift onto the left fingertips. Maybe you lift the left elbow towards the sky. And then begin to take your left toes all the way over towards the left. Take a breath in and exhale. See if you can slide your left foot a little bit further left. Take an in a breath. And as you exhale, maybe you can come onto the sole of the left foot and slide the heel of your left foot up in towards your bottom. Left knee points up towards the sky, sole of the left foot on the floor. Take in a breath. Exhale, bring the left foot on top of the right. And slowly come all the way onto your front. Take a bend in the right arm and slide the left arm out to the side of the mat. Take an in a breath. And as you exhale, turn all the way over onto your left side. Right hip stacked on top of left, right foot on top of left. Come onto the right fingertips, lift the right elbow. Lean a little bit further back into your left shoulder. Take a breath in. And then exhale, slide the right foot all the way over towards the left. Long breath in. Exhale, slide those right foot out behind you a little more. And maybe you stay here, or you might be able to come onto the sole of the right foot. Bend on the right knee, slide your right heel all the way up in towards your bottom. Take in a breath. And as you exhale, take the right foot on top of the left and come all the way back down onto your front. From your front, lift onto the elbows. Take the left elbow in towards the middle of the mat and then slide your right hand through the back of your left arm. And as you slide the right arm to the left, take the left elbow, cross it over the right, and then take your left hand over towards the right. Take the hands and catch a hold of your shoulders, and then just see if you can walk the elbows a little bit further apart. From here, bring the hands onto the floor, and take a tuck in the toes, and just guide your body forward until your forehead can come down towards the ground. Working on a stretch over the shoulders. You might feel like you're strangling yourself a little bit with your left arm. So if you can, rock the body a little bit further forward, come forward, or you might need to use a little block or something underneath your forehead for support. And just allow your body to sink into the arms here. Finding a stretch across the shoulder blades, across your upper back. Taking a long, slow breath in. As you exhale, soften over the arms. Maybe you can walk those elbows a little bit further apart. Take in a breath. And as you exhale, slowly beginning to slide the elbows out from where they just were in the cross. And then bring the fingertips forward. Take a breath. And exhale, the right elbow comes all the way in towards the middle of the mat. Take your left hand, slide it through the back of the right tricep. And really, you want to feel some flesh against the flesh. So just slide that left forearm against the back of your right arm. Take it as far right as it'll go. And then take your right hand as far left as it'll go. Take the hands and catch the shoulders, and then begin to see if you can walk the elbows a little bit further apart, and then take the hands to the floor. Tuck the toes and just begin to slide your body forward until you can bring your forehead down onto the floor. Wriggle through the shoulders, through the elbows, until you feel like you could stay here for a few breaths, even if you have to use a block underneath your forehead just to support. Feel the stretch around the shoulders, into the upper outer arms, into the deltoid muscles. You might feel again that you're being strangled by your right bicep. And take a long breath in through the nose. Exhale, soften the body. Long breath in. And a long breath out. Slowly beginning to lift the gaze. Slide the elbows apart. And then bring the hands along by the ribs. And press all the way up until you come and sit on the heels of the feet. From the heels of the feet, bring the palms of the hands together in front of the heart. And lift the chest, lift the gaze. So you inhale, opening the arms wide, reach all the way up to the sky. Exhale and bringing the hands together in front of the heart. Inhale, arms wide, reach into the sky. And as you exhale, cross the right elbow on top of the left and bring the hands towards one another. Take one long breath in, lift the fingertips high. Exhale, take a little roundness through the shoulders as you stretch out the upper back. Inhale, opening the arms wide, reach into the sky. Exhale, cross the left elbow over the right, bringing the palms of the hands towards one another. Reach the fingertips towards the sky, long breath in. Exhale, round the upper back. Stretch the skin over the shoulders. Inhale, arms wide, reach into the sky. Exhale, right elbow crosses over left. And if you can quite easily get the hands to come towards one another, maybe you take your left hand and just wrap it around your right wrist. If you can't quite catch the hands, maybe you just keep aiming the hands towards one another, or if it's really too much, just bring the hands on opposite shoulders. Lifting the right fingertips or the elbows up towards the sky, long breath in. Exhale, rounding the upper back. Inhale, arms wide, reach up to the sky. Exhale, cross, left elbow over right, bringing the hands towards one another, or maybe you catch a hold of the left wrist in the right hand, or just come in to catch an opposite shoulders. Long breath in, lift the fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, squeezing the shoulders apart, round the upper back. Inhale, opening the arms wide, reach up to the sky. And as you exhale, take the right fingertips to the floor. Inhale, left side of the body lifts. And exhale, tap the left fingertips down to the right. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, left hand to the floor, right arm to the sky. Inhale, right ribcage lifts. Exhale, bring the right fingertips to the floor. Inhale, right arm reaches to the sky. Exhale, right fingertips to the floor. And the left fingertips travel all the way over to the right. Inhale, left arm reaching to the sky. Exhale, left fingertips meet the floor on the left. And then reach the right fingertips all the way over towards the left. Inhale and right arm to the sky. Exhale, right fingertips to the floor, following with the left arm as you bring the left fingertips all the way down onto the ground. Inhale into the left arm to the sky. Exhale, left fingertips to the floor, right fingertips follow, reaching over to the left. Inhale, come all the way back through center. And as you exhale, bringing the hands to the heart. Take the hands to the floor, coming into tabletop. And in tabletop, spread the fingers nice and wide And just find a little bit of movement through the waist. And make this movement all about you and your body. Take the movement in any direction that it feels good for you. If you've got music on, let the spine dance along with the music. And just feel into all of the different spaces in the spine, from the neck all the way down to what's your tailbone at the bottom here. And then find a little stillness in tabletop. And as you inhale, begin to lift the right toes towards the sky, keeping a bend in the right knee. Exhale, cross the right knee tightly behind the left. Inhale, right toes, right knee lift to the sky. Exhale, right knee meets left. Inhale and lifting the left knee and toes towards the sky. Exhale, cross the left knee over the right, nice and tight. Inhale, left knee, left toes to the sky. Exhale, left knee meets the right. Inhale, pushing the ground away, lift the right knee. Exhale, cross the right knee over the left. And then this time, begin to take your right toes and point them over to the left. Take in a breath. And as you exhale, begin to press your body weight towards your left heel and slide the right foot as far left as it will go. Bringing the chest forward. Keep sliding those right toes over towards the left. And allow the body weight to come and rest along the left thigh. Take one long breath in. One long breath out. Can your right thigh slide a little bit further? And on the next inhale, beginning to bring the right knee all the way forward to meet the left. Pushing the ground away, arms nice and long. Inhale, left knee reaches up to the sky. Exhale, cross the left knee behind the right. As you cross the left knee, take the left toes right. Take a breath. Exhale, pressing the body weight back towards your right heel. Begin to slide the left foot as far right as it will go. Lower the chest over the right thigh. And keep working that left leg over to the right. Take one long breath in. Exhale, folding over your right thigh. Long inhale, come all the way back through center. Left knee meets right. Inhale, pressing the ground away. Right knee lifts to the sky. Exhale, cross the right knee behind the left. Take the right toes to the floor and begin to slide the right foot all the way over to the left as you sink once again over the left thigh. Taking a long inhale. Exhale, slide the right knee all the way over towards the left. Inhale, come all the way back through center. Exhale, pressing the ground away, lengthening the arms, lift the heart. Inhale, left knee lifts to the sky. Exhale, cross the left knee behind the right. Left toes over to the right, take a breath. Exhale, sliding the left leg over to the right, fold the body forward over the right thigh. Bringing the forehead down towards the ground. Long breath in through the nose. Exhale, slide the left knee out a little bit further. And inhale, come all the way back through center. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. And just begin to find a little bit of movement here in downward facing dog. The palms of the hands stay nice and wide here on the floor. Push down through the fingers and even begin to see if you can grip a little into the fingertips on the floor. And then think about the weight of your body, press them back towards your feet rather than the shoulders coming forward. If you need to bend your knees, keep the knees as bent as you need them to be. Or if you're really tight along the backs of the legs and the lower back, just open up your feet a little bit wider. Take a long inhale here in downward facing dog. Send the hips all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, pressing the heels of the feet towards the ground. Long inhale, push the ground away, lift the hips. Exhaling the heels towards the ground. As you inhale, begin to bring the gaze forward towards your right hand. And then as you exhale, take the right hand all the way over to the left ankle. If you can't quite catch the ankle, maybe you come up onto the calf or the knee. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, take a twist as you look underneath your left armpit. Bring the gaze to the right hand. And as you inhale, bring the right hand all the way forward. Plant it to the ground to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the hips a little higher. Exhale the heels towards the ground. Look towards the left hand. And as you inhale, lift the palm of the left hand. Exhale, take the left hand all the way over towards the right ankle, the outer ankle or the calf, wherever you reach. If you can catch the heel of the right foot, then catch the heel. Take a breath and exhale, twist. Begin to look underneath your right armpit. Keep the hips nice and high. Bringing the gaze to the left hand. Inhale, take the left hand all the way back to the ground. Exhale, press into the heels of the feet, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze to the right hand. Exhale, right hand to the outside edge of the left ankle, left leg, and twist. Look underneath the left armpit. Bringing the gaze back to your right hand. This time, beginning to reach the right arm forward. It doesn't quite meet the floor this time. And then spin the heels of the feet towards the right, towards the left, toes to the right. And then take your left shoulder over the left wrist as we come into side plank. Keep the gaze looking up towards the right fingertips. It just helps to keep the body nice and long here. Take in a breath. Exhale. If you need to modify, just simply lower the left knee to the floor. Take a breath in. Exhale, bringing the right hand to the floor. Press all the way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the left hand. Exhale, left hand crosses to the outside edge of the right ankle. Twist. Look underneath your right armpit. Inhale, beginning to reach the left hand forward. Don't let it touch the floor. Exhale, spin, heels to the right, toes to the left. Beginning to shift the body weight forward, right shoulder over right wrist. Reach the left arm out through the crown of the head. Follow the gaze of the left hand. Make the whole left side of the body a little longer. To modify, lower your right knee on the floor. Take in a breath. Exhale, left hand to the floor, hips are high, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the right hand. Exhale, right hand crosses to outside edge of left leg, twist. Look underneath the left armpit. Inhale, reaching the right arm forward. Exhale, side plank on the left. Spin the body to the left. Heels left, toes right. Reach the right arm out through the crown of the head. Look towards the right fingertips as you elongate the side of the body. Take a breath in. And then this time, we're going to begin to bend the knees and push your bottom all the way towards the heels of the feet. Take in a breath. Exhale, come all the way back, side plank, left shoulder over left wrist. And then beginning to bring the right hand to the floor, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward, left hand lifts. Exhale, cross, left hand to right ankle, twist. Inhale, left arm reaches forward. Losing my AirPods out my ears. Exhale, side plank. Heels to the right, toes to the left. Look up towards the left fingertips as you elongate the left side of the body. Bringing the right shoulder over the right wrist. Take in a breath. Exhale, bend in the knees. Push your bum all the way back towards the heels of the feet. Inhale, side plank. Right shoulder over right wrist. Look towards the left fingertips. Exhale, left hand to the floor. Downward facing dog. Getting a little bit hot now around the shoulders maybe.
As you inhale, bring the gaze forward. Exhale, bend in the knees. Either step or walk the feet all the way up towards the hands. Lift up, halfway lift, heart forward, shoulders back. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, opening the arms wide, rise all the way up to stand. Exhale, in the fold and forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and forward. As you fold forward, open up the feet so they're about hip distance apart. And then make 2 fists, place them between your feet. And that'll pretty much give you your hips distance. If here you can't quite meet the floor, then use a block between the feet or a couple of books and let your fists rest here. And then with your forward fold, begin to allow your weight to sink forward into the big toes. Bend the elbows and then just catch a hold of opposite elbows and opposite hands and allow the body to sway from left to right, from right to left. Head nice and heavy. Keep shifting your body forward so the weight of your body isn't in the heels of your feet but coming into the big toe knuckles. Take one long breath in and one long sigh out as you allow the body to hang and dangle over the legs. Long breath in, long breath out. Beginning to take a bend in the knees. Lower your bottom until it's pretty much in line with the backs of your knees. And then begin to lift the elbows. You want to begin to lift the elbows until they come just in front of the crown of the head. And then as you inhale, look forward. Aiming the gaze towards your arms. Hold it there. Take in a breath. And as you exhale, press down through the legs as you come all the way up to stand. Keeping a hold of opposite elbows. Take in a breath. Exhale, bend in the knees. Begin to send your bottom out behind you. Keep the elbows over the head as you fold all the way forward over the knees. Your bottom comes in line with the backs of the knees. Belly and ribs can rest on the thighs. And then keep the gaze looking up towards the elbows. As soon as you drop the gaze to the ground, you'll drop the elbows and drop the chest. We want to think about keeping the length in the spine, all the way from your tailbone up to the crown of the head. Take in a breath. Exhale, fold and forward over the legs. Allow the hips to rise to the sky and the weight of the body to shift into the big toe knuckles. Take one long breath in. Exhale, bend in the knees, bum lowers towards knee height. Lift the elbows, bring them out through the crown of the head. Lift the gaze, nice long spine. Take in a breath. Exhale, pressing down through the feet, rise all the way up to stand. Elbows reach into the sky, long breath in. Exhale, bend in the knees. Stick your bottom all the way out behind you, fold and forward. Beginning to bring the belly and ribs along the thighs. Look forward towards the elbows so you don't collapse the chest and arms to the floor. Long breath in. Exhale, fold and forward. Allow the hands this time to rest to the floor. Take an inhale, lift onto the fingertips, lift the gaze. Maybe you use a block. Exhale, fold forward. So you inhale, begin to take the right foot to the back of the mat and lower the right knee to the floor. Inhale, both arms reach all the way up to the sky. Exhale, soften the shoulders. Begin to lift the gaze all the way up towards the fingertips. Keep the bottom half of the body nice and strong as you pull the left heel towards the right knee, and at the same time, pull the right knee towards the left heel. Pull the belly into the spine and pull the waist in, pull the ribs in. Take in a breath. Exhale, and both hands to the floor. Tuck in the right toes, lift the right knee. Long breath in. Exhale, step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Long inhale, gaze forward. Look to the right hand. Exhale, cross, outside edge of left ankle. Twist. The left armpit. Inhale, take the right hand forward. Follow the gaze of the right hand and begin to come all the way into side plank. Heels to the left, toes to the right. Right arm reaches out through the crown of the head. Follow with the gaze. Make the whole right side of the body a little longer. Take a breath. Exhale, bend in the knees. Push your bottom all the way down towards the heels of the feet. And as you inhale, take the right hand to the right knee. And exhale, lift the right knee all the way up towards the sky. Take in a breath. Exhale, releasing the right knee. Take the right hand to the floor and come all the way around to downward facing dog. Inhale, reaching the right leg to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Lower the left knee to the floor. Inhale, both arms to the sky. Exhale, soften the shoulders. Begin to lift the gaze. Look up to the fingertips. And then squeeze left knee towards right heel. Pull the heel back towards the knee. Pull the belly in, squeeze in on the waist. Take in a breath. Exhale, and both hands to the floor. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. Step all the way back through downward facing dog. Long inhale, hips are high. Look towards the right hand and exhale, cross. No, not that side. Left hand. Left hand crosses to right ankle. Twist. Look underneath your right armpit. As you inhale, beginning to take the left arm forward, spinning onto the heels of the feet, heels right, toes left, side plank. Follow the gaze with your left hand, making the whole left side of the body longer. Take in a breath. Exhale, bend the knees, push your bottom all the way towards the heels of the feet. And then take the left hand onto the left knee. And as you inhale, lift the left knee towards the sky. Coming into side plank. Lift the left knee as high in the air as it will go. If you need to modify here, your right knee's on the floor and you lift the left knee in the hand just the same. Take in a breath. And exhale, take the left hand all the way up towards the sky, lifting the left knee. Take a breath. Exhale, left hand to the floor, left toes to the floor, downward facing dog. Long inhale, bring the gaze forward. Exhale and bend in the knees. Step on, maybe you want to jump the feet all the way up to the hands. Lift up, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, opening the arms wide, rise all the way up to stand. Exhaling the hands together in front of the heart. Inhale, arms wide, reach into the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, planting the hands, step the right foot to the back of the mat. Lower the right knee to the floor. Inhale, and both arms reach into the sky. Exhale, soften the shoulders, look to the fingertips. Squeeze the left knee towards the right heel, one long breath in. And as you exhale, bringing the hands forward, bring the left armpit just forward of your left knee, and then think about hugging the armpit into the knee. Hands are on the floor. Take in a breath. And as you exhale, cross your right elbow over the left, and then beginning to bring the hands together in eagle arms. You might even be able to catch a hold of the right wrist. As you inhale, lift the fingertips all the way up towards the sky. Exhale. Inhale, beginning to lift the elbows towards the sky. Exhale, bringing the hands all the way forward of the left shin. Take both hands to the floor. Spreading the fingers nice and wide on the mat. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee. Take in a breath. And as you exhale, straighten the left leg. You might need a couple of blocks here Just if it's too much on the backs of the legs, to straighten out your left leg. You might need to keep a little bend in the left knee even. Take in a breath. And then as you exhale, you're just going to begin to walk this left foot over towards your right wrist. Maybe your left big toe can come all the way onto the right edge of the mat. And you want your toes and the heel of the right hand to be pretty close to each other. Legs are nice and long. Take in a breath. And as you exhale, bend the left knee and dip the left knee towards your left wrist. Inhale, pressing the ground away, lengthen the left leg. Exhale, bend in the left knee all the way down towards the left wrist. Inhale, lift the left knee, place the sole of the left foot towards the floor. Exhale, bend in the left knee, take it all the way down towards the left wrist. Inhale and lift the left knee, place the sole of the left foot towards the floor. And as you exhale, begin to take the left foot all the way back to the right, downward facing dog. Take one long breath in and one long breath out. Inhale, reaching the right leg all the way up to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Lower the left knee to the floor. As you inhale, reaching both arms up to the sky. Exhale, soften the shoulders. Beginning to lift the gaze towards the fingertips. Squeeze the left knee towards the right heel. Pull the right heel towards the left knee. Pull the belly muscles in tight. Long breath in. Exhale, reaching the hands forward. Hug your right armpit into the right knee. Bringing the hands down onto the floor. Take a breath. Exhale, cross left elbow over right and bring the hands towards one another in our prayer. Maybe you take the right hand and catch a hold of your left wrist. Take in a breath. Long exhale. Inhale, beginning to lift the fingertips all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, keep squeezing the knee into the right heel towards the left knee. Inhale, elbows begin to lift all the way up towards the sky, coming into a little bit of a back bend as you lift the elbows high. Take a breath. Exhale and bringing the hands all the way down to the ground. Hugging the right armpit into the right knee. Take in a breath. Exhale, tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. One long breath in. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Nice big stretch along the back of the right hamstrings. Again, use your blocks if you need them. And from here, begin to walk your right foot over towards your left wrist. And maybe even a little bit beyond the left wrist towards the very left edge of the mat. So think about your right big toe being right on the edge of your mat on the left. And the tip toes want to come into the heel of the left hand. So your foot's nice and forward. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend in the right knee, drop it all the way down towards the right wrist. Inhale, lift the right knee. Press the sole of the right foot towards the floor. Long breath in. Exhale, bend the right knee, lower it all the way down towards the right wrist. Inhale, right knee lifts. Exhale, pressing the sole of the right foot all the way down towards the floor. And begin to take your right foot all the way back to meet the left, coming into our plank pose. Wrists are under the shoulders. Take a little rock forward on the tiptoes. One long breath in, look forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, pull them in towards the ribs. As you lower all the way down through Chaturanga, keep the belly up away from the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, take a little break in child's pose. Whew. Shoulders, maybe it's a little bit warmer now.
And just allow the belly to be massaged into the thighs. Take an in a long breath through the nose. And a long, heavy exhale. Long inhale through the nose. And a long, fiery exhale. Inhale, rise up, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the gaze forward. Exhale, step or jump the feet all the way up to the hands. Lift up to halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Take the feet wide, make the fists, place them in between the feet. And then take hold of opposite elbows and opposite hands. Shift your body weight forward. Dangle the head down towards the ground. Take one long breath in. Exhale. Let the body hang. Keep the belly close to the thighs and slowly begin to bend the knees, lowering your bottom towards knee height. Inhale, elbows lift, gaze lifts. Beginning to find a little bit of length in the spine. Push your bottom all the way out behind you. Take in a breath. Exhale, press in the ground away as you come all the way up to stand. One long breath in. And as you exhale, beginning to lift the right foot off the floor. Guide the right knee all the way up towards hip height. Take a breath. And then exhale, cross. Right ankle over left thigh. Make a figure of four shape here with the legs. Keep a hold of opposite elbows and opposite hands. Take a breath in. Exhale to bend the left knee. Send your bottom out behind you and fold the chest forward. All the time, keep looking towards the arms so you don't drop the gaze and in turn drop the elbows. Keep the gaze forward. You want to think about keeping the spine nice and long. Again, as soon as you drop the gaze, the elbows will drop and you'll find that you're rounding through the spine. Maybe you're losing a bit of balance like I am. Take in a long breath. And as you exhale, you slowly begin to rise to stand. Placing the sole of the right foot to the floor. Long breath in. Exhale, left knee lifts. Cross left ankle over the right knee. Take in a breath. Exhale, bend in the right knee. Stick your bottom all the way up behind you. Folding the chest forward. Keep looking forward towards the elbows so you don't lower the elbows and chest to the floor. Sink a little deeper in the legs. One long breath in. Exhale, rise to stand. Take the left foot to the floor and bring the palms of the hands together in front of the heart. As you bring the hands to the heart, lengthen the spine and lift the breastbone all the way up in towards the thumbs. Take a breath in. Exhale, soften the shoulders. Inhale, opening the arms wide, reach it all the way up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the right foot to the back of the mat. Lower the right knee to the floor. Inhale, and both arms reach into the sky. Exhale, squeeze, heels to knees. Pull the belly in, squeeze on the waist. Bring the gaze up towards the fingertips. Long inhale. Exhale, and the hands to the floor. Left knee hugs into left armpit. Take in a breath. Exhale, cross, right elbow over left. And place the palms of the hands towards one another, eagle arms. Take one long breath in. And one long breath out. Inhale, and beginning to lift the fingertips and the elbows all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, folding the body forward. Take the hands to the floor. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee. Long breath in. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Begin to walk the left foot all the way over towards your right hand. Bringing the left big toe towards the right edge of the mat. Take a breath. Exhale, bend in the left knee. Dip it all the way down towards the left wrist. Inhale, rise up. Left leg long, sole of the left foot to the floor. Take a breath. Exhale, bend in the left knee down towards the left wrist. And then this time, let the left knee come all the way on the floor. Wiggle your right foot out behind you as you lower the front of the right thigh to the ground, coming all the way into pigeon pose. And it might be here in pigeon that this left foot might actually need to come closer to the body. If it's too uncomfortable on your hip, to have the foot more parallel to the top of the mat. Take a breath in. And then exhale, beginning to see if you can come down onto the elbows. It might be that you have a little bit of support with your blocks or a cushion. And then level off the weight of the hips. You might find that you begin to sink all the way over into your left hip. So think about rocking the right hip bone down towards the ground. If you feel like you could do with some support underneath your left hip, if it's a little bit too much around the hip or even around the left knee, then take a second block or a pillow and just prop that left hip up. And come into whichever version of pigeon pose works best for you. You might stay here with the arms nice and long, or you might find that you are comfortable in pigeon enough to bring the elbows all the way down onto the ground. Take in a breath. Exhale, softening into pigeon. You might even be able to bring the whole chest down towards the ground. Take a long breath in through the nose. And a long, slow exhale. Long breath in. Long breath out. Walk the hands all the way back towards the body. And then from here, bring your weight into your left thigh, left butt cheek, and then bring your right foot all the way around and cross it over the left knee. From here, this right seat will have lifted away from the mat, so begin to take it all the way down onto the floor. So you've got even weight here across the sit bones. Take the left arm, wrap it around the right knee, and then begin to find a little twist as you open up your chest to the right edge of the mat. Take in a breath. And as you exhale, maybe you begin to wrap the right arm around the waist, bringing the right hand towards the left hip. If you like to bind, you might begin to take your left hand through this gap here in the legs and catch a hold of the hands in the bind. It's a lot harder to take a breath in once you've caught your bind. Encourage a full deep inhale. Exhale, twist. Maybe if you've got the hands, you can begin to walk the fingertips in towards one another a little more. If you find binds really easy, then aim towards catching your wrists rather than just the hands. Take in a breath. And as you exhale, beginning to bring the arms forward, take the hands to the heart, push the sole of the right foot to the floor, take in a breath. And as you exhale, come all the way up to stand. Inhale, arms wide, reach into the sky. Exhale, fold and forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot to the back of the mat, lower the left knee to the floor. Inhale, and both arms reach into the sky. Exhale, soften in the shoulders, squeeze the left knee to the right heel, lift the gaze, take a breath. Exhale, and the hands forward, right knee hugs into the right armpit. Take in a breath. And exhale, cross left elbow over right, bringing the palms of the hands towards one another, eagle arms. As again, you can take a hold of the left wrist in the right hand. Pretty difficult to work out which is left and right here when you're all twisted. As you inhale, begin to lift the fingertips towards the sky, and then begin to follow as you lift the elbows to the sky. Taking that little lean back. One long breath. Exhale, bring both hands all the way down onto the ground, right armpit into the right knee. Take a breath, tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. Exhale, straighten the right leg. From here, begin to walk your right foot all the way over to the left, bringing your right big toe towards the very edge of the mat. Take in a breath. Exhale, bend in the right knee, dip it all the way down towards the right wrist. Inhale, lift the right knee, straighten in the right leg. Exhale, bend the right knee, and this time allow the knee to come all the way down onto the ground. Wiggle the left toes out behind you, and then sink the left thigh and the left knee all the way down into the ground. Coming into pigeon pose here. Lift onto the fingertips, lift the gaze, lift the heart. Take in a breath. Exhale, maybe you can slide that left leg out behind you a little more. And begin to fold forward over the legs maybe. You might need to readjust where your right foot is. It might just be feeling a little bit too uncomfortable around your knee or into your hips to have the shin parallel to the top of the mat. You might even find that it's just that little bit too much and you need the support of a block underneath your right hip. You might stay nice and high on the hands. You might come all the way down onto the floor. But really do use props if you need them for your body. Pigeon pose is a difficult pose as it is, but to do it without any assistance is a lot harder. At least this way, if you use a prop, a block or a pillow, you can begin to feel the stretch without being in as much pain or discomfort. Take a long, slow breath in through the nose. And a long, heavy exhale. Long breath in. Long breath out. Maybe you can feel a little bit of tingling sensation in the right foot. Breathe in softly, slowly, with control, allowing your muscles to switch off a little bit so you're not holding lots of tension around your right hip. And then slowly beginning to walk the hands back towards the legs. Bring your weight into your right hip. And then take your left foot and swing it all the way around until it crosses over the right knee. Lower your left sit bone to the floor. And then take the right arm, wrap it around the left knee. And begin to find a twist as you open your chest towards the left edge of the mat. Maybe you can begin to wrap the left arm around the waist. Just help the left hand come around the waist. Use your right hand to guide it round. And then maybe you can come into a bind, taking the right arm and thread it through the space in the left thigh. Catching the hands together close to your right hip bone. Open up the chest to the left edge of the mat. Take in a long breath and a long, slow exhale. Long breath in, long breath out. Slowly beginning to release the bind if you have it, and take the chest back through center. And this time, just stretch the legs out in front of you. Give the shoulders a roll. And then slowly beginning to make your way all the way down onto the mat. Rest the head, rest the shoulders. As we begin to make our way into Shavasana, our resting place, our final pose. And make Shavasana right for you. Take your body to wherever it needs to be so you can be comfortable here. Take the legs wide, take the arms wide. Use your walls to take the legs up if you like the sensation of having no weight on the soles of the feet. Squeeze the shoulders gently towards one another. Wherever you are in your version of Shavasana, take a long slow breath in through the nose. And a long fiery exhale. Long inhale through the nose. And a long fiery exhale. Soften on the body all the way down onto your mat. And as you come into Shavasana, try and keep your focus where you are right now in your body, rather than thinking about what else you've got going on the day and your evening. Maybe it's at work. Just bring your attention back into your body and begin to follow the rhythm of your breath. Follow the length of your inhales. And then follow the length of your exhale. Follow the rise of your belly. And then follow the fall of the belly. Follow the fullness of the rib cage as they expand across the mat. And then follow the squeezing in of the ribs as you exhale. Follow the length of the breath on the inhale. And as you increase the inhale to an extra beat, follow the exhale. Follow the rise of the belly on the inhale. And as you bring in a little extra breath at the top, follow the breath on the exhale. Follow the inhale as you expand through the rib cage, fill up the lungs. Feel the ribs expand against the mat beneath you. Squeeze in a little extra breath at the top. Follow the breath on the exhale. The drawing in of the wrists, the ribs. Follow your breath.
If Shavasana is where you might stay for a little while longer, then stay exactly as you are. If you feel you're ready to move, take an inhale and a full morning stretch. Reaching through the fingertips all the way down through the toes. And as you exhale, rolling onto either the left or right side of the body, draw the knees to the chest. And use your bottom arm as a pillow to rest your head. Exhale, pressing the ground away as you come all the way up to sit. Finding a comfortable seat for you. Bring the palms of the hands together in front of the heart. Take an inhale as you begin to lift the heart all the way up into the thumbs. Find and lengthen the spine as you grow a little bit taller from your sit bones all the way up into the crown of the head. And as you exhale, soften the shoulders, soften the spine. Inhale, grow tall, lengthen the spine, heart reaches to the thumbs. Find a length from the sit bones to the crown of the head. Exhale, soften the shoulders, soften the spine. Inhale, grow tall, lift up out of the seat all the way into the crown of the head. Exhale, soften the shoulders and begin to slowly bow the forehead into the thumbs. Take a moment to thank yourself for your practice today. For maybe stepping onto your mat for the first time this week or the first time in this month. But just be thankful to your energy, your effort, your commitment to roll out the mat, step onto it, and find some time for you. Thanking you for coming out to practice with me today. Namaste.